What's up, headbangers? It's the Metalligger here with more of the best in hard rock and heavy metal. You know, music with muscle. This is the last of 10 albums in the series, the most underrated or underappreciated albums of all time. The final album is Death Magnetic by Metallica. Take a look. Alright, now Metallica need no introduction here and they need no background history. They produced some of the most classic heavy metal of all time, and Death Magnetic is Metallica's 9th full-length studio album. It was recorded in 2008 by Rick Rubin, who's renowned for his stripped-down, clear production techniques. He helped them make what is reportedly the loudest recorded album to date. So, let's get to the tracks. First up, That Was Just Your Life. And Jimbo comes through with some slicing, cross-cutting vocals on this. So, let me get it going for you. Alright, there's the riffing parts. And let me get into some vocals here for you. Yeah, like a poison that I swallow when I want the world to die. Okay. Next up, End of Line has a big riff at the start, snappy, punchy. Then it goes to a big riff. So let me give you a little of that. I like this part here. Tonic overload. Alright, next up, Broken Beat and Scarred, which is galloping, riffing that meshes into the vocals. So just a second here, let me set that one up for you. Alright, next up, The Day That Never Comes, and for me this is the weakest song on the album, but it does have decent solos in it. So let's see, I've got... Let me pass the intro a little bit. And for me on this one, Jimbo's vocals are just a little weak on here, but Kirk Kirk Hamster does a good job on the guitar. Next up, All My Nightmare Long, which is catchy, and let me play a little bit of that for you. Oops. It's a romper here. Alright, and then after that is Cyanide, which has a pumping bass line, and it's slower, but it has a groovy, menacing atmosphere to it, so play that one a little bit from, let's see, here, let's play a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. Suicide. Alright. The Unforgiven 3 comes after this, and it's a bit formulaic of their previous, songs in this vein, a bit like The Day That Never Comes. And there's good solos here. So let's see. This isn't where I wanted to start, though. Forgive me. Bit of a classical atmosphere here, but Kirk's really coming through on this one, though. Alright, after that's Judas Kiss. It has a pounding intro and a bit of a Metallica crunch in it. So let's take a listen. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead here. Alright, and after this one is Suicide and Redemption, which is an instrumental, and lots of guitars from Kirk again. This maybe hit one of his best albums in many years. So. Alright. And then the last one up is Suicide. Is My Apocalypse, and with more Metallica crunch, and I like this. Alright, so, what have they done on this album? Now, I think what they've done is they took the lyrical and musical style of Saint Anger, and they improved on it. They evolved. And lots of people won't like this or don't like this album because it's not like the thrash that they did in the 80s heyday. But it's kind of ridiculous to make a straight comparison like that, isn't it? You know, they've moved on, and the fans have spanned a couple decades now, so I don't think you can really judge them on stuff that they did in the past, you know, versus now. They've got something different here. And, you know, an example that they've grown up and moved on, you know, James's singing used to be, and songwriting used to be based on his anger because his life was in such turmoil, but he's changed, you know. And another thing I can say about Metallica is they've taken risks. And, you know, some of those risks have worked out, some of them haven't. But they've always been professional about what they do. So this is a solid comeback, you know, as if they ever went away. So go out and get Death Magnetic. It's all right. Let it grow on you. Now, having said all that, this is the last of the most underappreciated albums of all times, and I'm going to take a break, hopefully for about a month, and do some learn a little bit about video editing to bring a better product to you guys. So, thanks for all your support and help. This is the Metalligger, and Metalligger says, see ya!